and welcome back to my channel. So for today we're going to do something that I've never done before and I'm so excited to do this. I'm going to show you my makeup collection. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm showing you guys my makeup collection, but I'm going to part it into sections so you guys get more information about each product. For today's video, I'm going to show you all of my primers and all of my setting sprays. So in my next makeup collection video, I'm going to show you my foundations, and then I'm going to show you like my concealers and powders and bronzers and blush and blah 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 blah. But today we're going through, primers. I have primers in this little thing in my makeup collection. And then I'm also going to show you my setting sprays, which I just have in this little thing right now. I normally keep my setting sprays like laying down like that. So we're going to start with primers. So I think I want to show you guys in like different sections, like moisturizing, glowing, mattifying, pore filling, you know. So I think I'm just going to start with like the most like traditional primers that just fill in your pores, make your makeup goes on a little bit more smooth. So we're gonna start with that, and my first one is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer and the smoothing one. They have like different ones. I think they have like 7, 8, 9, 10 different ones. I don't know, but this is the one that I have, and this is the one that is supposed to smoother your skin. It's supposed to fill in pores, make your foundation go on a little bit smoother. So I personally really like this one. I think it really just fills in my pores and make the foundation go on very, very smooth and pretty. And yeah, I like it. I think it's a good pore minimizing primer. And then I have this newer one from Urban Decay. This is the Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This one is a lot thicker, a lot heavier in the consistency. It's like really, really balmy and thick. I also find this primer to be kind of mattifying. So yeah, I think this is a great primer. I think if I had to choose my favorite one of these, I think I would go for the Makeup Forever one, but they're both pretty nice. Then I have the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is a very, very famous primer. This is an all-over great one. I use this all over my face. It really just smooths my skin out, gives you a very, very smooth skin. And also this one is very nice to fill in pores with. Also it mattifies a little bit. And something that I have noticed with this foundation, and that is with some foundation, this one really makes the foundation last longer. It depends on which foundation it is. I don't feel like primers always makes my foundation last longer, but this one actually does. And yeah, it can definitely make some of my foundation last like 2-3 hours longer. So this is an awesome primer. I totally recommend it. Then we have the Inglot Under Makeup Base. This is a newer one for me. I haven't tried it that much, but I really do like this one as well. Yeah, I just enjoy using it. I really just enjoy using it. It just does a little bit of everything. It kind of fills in with pores, smooths the skin, mattifies. It's just an all-over great primer. Then I have these two smaller ones, Smashbox Photo Finish, like the original one. And then I have the Prime Time foundation primer from Bare Minerals. These two are kind of similar. I feel like the Bare Minerals is a little bit more thinner and more slippier in the consistency. I would say if you had to choose one of them, I would go for the Smashbox one. I like it more. I actually have that one on today, and I really do like the Smashbox one. I don't really care too much about the, Prime Time. I don't feel like it does that much. So then we're going to move on to two mattifying primers that I have, and the first one is from Loccitane, and this is the Ultra Matte Fluid. I think this is really, really great to keep the oil in control. This has like more of a serum-y consistency. Definitely doesn't feel like a primer, and it is not like marketed as a primer either, but I use it as a primer because it is mattifying and it is really good if I want a matte skin. So I use this a lot of times if I have a very long day and I'm going to use like a foundation that is a little more luminous, and I definitely want to kind of keep my oils in control. I love this product. I actually use this product a lot. I don't show it too much on my channel, but I actually do use this one a lot, and if you have oily skin, I would recommend this one. So the next product is the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Refine Zone. This is a very tiny little product, but this is very good to fill in pores and also really makes the skin matte. So this one you only want to use in certain areas that are very prone to getting oily. So I would definitely not use this all over my skin. That would feel like you have glue all over your skin. But if you have oily skin, this is really, really good to use, like right here, and also like right here, like the place that you get oily. I get oily like right here and right here. So I like this one. It's pretty heavy duty, so it really keeps everything in control. Is really nice. It definitely has a weird consistency. It goes out really like liquidy, but when you put it in, it gets like really, really sticky. So yeah, that's a good one. So now we're going to move on to hydrating primers. So I have 3 hydrating primers that are like strictly just like hydrating. And then I have 4 luminous, like illuminating primers. So we're going to start with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. You can't really see it because it's so light. So this is a silicone-free primer that has coconut water in it. It is very nourishing, very hydrating on the skin. Perfect if you have dry skin, or I use this one a lot if I just forgot my moisturizer and I just want to have like a nice moisturized skin. I think this is a great one. I like it. Then we also have a very similar one, which is the Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Coconut Primer. A lot of people think that these are really similar, and I will definitely say that they are really, really similar. The only difference that I feel with these primers is that this one is a little bit more smoothing. I feel like this one is a little bit more like primer-y feeling. It kind of makes my skin a little bit more soft. But when it comes to like moisturizing, I probably think this is a little bit more moisturizing. So it's a if you're super dry, go for this one. If you just want a moisturizing, like smoothing primer, go for this one. I don't know if that made any sense, but they're both really, really good primers. And they both smell like coconut. So the next hydrating primer is also a very, very good one. This is the MAC Naturally Radiance. And this, I have the color Radiant Yellow. So this just has a tiny bit of a yellow tint to it. Definitely nothing crazy. I can show you guys. Has a little bit of that yellow tint to it. This is really good moisturizing primer. I think this is just as good as these two, if not better. I think this is awesome. It really is hydrating. It makes foundation go on so smooth on the skin. I totally recommend this. If you want a hydrating primer, it's so nice. So now we're going to move on to illuminating primers, which I love primers like that. I just love having a nice glow, which you guys can probably tell. So even though I have oily skin, I do really like using primers like this. On like specific areas, I definitely don't rub this all over my skin, but I do like these primers. So we're going to start with the famous MAC Strobe Cream. This is, I think, my favorite out of my luminous primers. I think it just is so beautiful. It has that like iridescent to it, and it just looks amazing on the skin, and I love it. I love this. Just gives a nice glow. You can also mix that in with your foundation, and it just looks beautiful. I love it. Really similar product to this, which is definitely a great drugstore dupe to it, is the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. This is super similar to it. Such a nice, you know, primer. This is my favorite primer from the drugstore. Gives a beautiful glow. You have to try this. And then we have a product from H&M, and this is their Halo Illuminizer Glorious Shimmer, which is, this is not really a primer, but this is something that I use like as a primer kind of, but not all over. This is a very intense, and I would say it's more of like a liquid highlight. I don't know. I kind of use it as a primer. As you can see, it just kind of gives a nice glow, and I use this on like the top of my cheekbones just to get that little bit of extra color to it. This has a very nice like champagne-y bronzy color to it. It is really pretty. I do really like this. I think this is a great product. I've tried a lot of things from the H&M makeup line, and I wasn't like the biggest fan, but this product was really great, I think. So if you want like a nice like shimmery lotion, try this. It's really nice. So then for my last primer, I have the Becca Backlighting Priming Filter. I love the packaging of this. It looks so pretty. This primer is beautiful if you have dry skin, because this is both hydrating and luminizing. Some primers that are like, say like this one, this is not like hydrating. It just kind of gives you a nice shine. But this one gives you a lot of moisture, but also a lot of, you know, shine. It's really pretty. I only use this one on places that I want that shine, because it is also very hydrating. So if I use this one right here and also like right here and use like a luminous foundation, my foundation will definitely crack up pretty easy. But if you use this with a mattifying foundation, it's so pretty. Gives an amazing glow. So now we're going to move on to the sprays, which I have a lot. If I could give you like one makeup tip, it would be to always set your face. It just gives you the most beautiful glow, and like it just looks better. Your makeup looks so much better. I recommend it to everyone. So I have 4 different categories in this little section as well. I have the long-lasting one that make my foundation last longer, and then I also have just like traditional face sprays, like hydrating sprays, and then I have some fixing sprays, and then some like primer sprays. So I think we're going to start with the primer sprays because that makes sense to me. So I have both of these from Urban Decay. This is their new Quick Fix, and this is their B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. Urban Decay just like relaunched their like primer things, so they have changed the packaging, so I don't think this looks like this anymore. But these are the two priming sprays that Urban Decay has. The difference between them, I don't really know. Like, when you look at them, they're actually pretty similar. Like, when you read about them, they're really, really similar. So this B6 spray is supposed to be redness reducing, pore minimizing, and also oil absorbing. And this Quick Fix one is supposed to brighten and smoothen skin and moisturize, I guess. So I think this is better if you have like more dry skin, and this is better if you have more oily skin. I want to say so far I kind of prefer the scent on the Quick Fix, but I think I like the B6 one better. I don't know. I feel like I see a difference when I use the B6 one. So I don't know. If I had to choose between them, I think I might go for the B6, but I don't know. It's kind of hard. I like them both. Then for like long-lasting makeup setting sprays, we of course have the All-Nighter spray from Urban Decay. I also have the old one, which I have lost the cap on, but I like this spray a lot. I use this always whenever I'm going to a party or to an event where I really want my makeup to last long. I always use this, and I feel like I can see a difference when I use this spray. It does what it says, and it is awesome. And then we also have the De-Slick spray from Urban Decay. This is also the old packaging, which I've almost used this one up, and I think this must be my favorite out of the Urban Decay sprays. The De-Slick one, this is the one that is supposed to be oil controlling, and I feel like it really helps on that. When I spray this, I really feel like my makeup just like stays on better. I think I even prefer this one over All-Nighter because it just kind of keeps my oiling control better, and I just love De-Slick. De-Slick is like my little baby. And then we have this spray from Gerard Cosmetics, and this is their Slay All Day setting spray. If you watch a lot of like beauty gurus on Instagram, you've probably seen this all over Instagram because it's such a popular product on Instagram. And I like this one a lot. I actually do. This one is supposed to keep your skin matte and also makes the, you know, products last longer. And I definitely feel like this one makes my foundation last longer. I don't really feel like it makes my skin more matte though. I feel like this actually makes my skin more glowy. Whenever I use this, I get like the most beautiful glow ever. Like, you just get the most beautiful glow with this. So I don't really understand like the whole matte thing because I get such a pretty glow when I use this. And also I have the scent Peach, which if you're sensitive to scents, this is way too much. But I think it's a little bit too much, but I kind of like it as well. I like this. So the scent has definitely like grown on me, and I kind of like it better now. And yeah, I actually overall really like this spray. I do. So now we have more of just like hygienic sprays, regular, you know, sprays. We have the really famous MAC Fix Plus. This is my favorite spray ever. If I could only have one face spray, it would be MAC Fix Plus, and specifically with the coconut scent. And I was so happy because I saw on Trend Mood on Instagram that they are going to put these out again, which is like my biggest wish ever for MAC. So this spray is the most amazing thing ever. I love just Fix Plus in general, but the one with the coconut scent is just so much better, and it just smells incredible. I have saved this so much, and I try not to use too much of it because I love it so much. But now I'm going to stock up on the new one that comes out. I love it. I highly recommend the scented Fix Plus. Oh, and of course, like the regular Fix Plus, of course, is also really nice, but you know, I have like a little obsession with the coconut one. Then I also have the MAC Charge Water Skin Hydrating Mist, which is kind of the same thing. They're pretty similar. I've heard that this is the same thing as the Smashbox primer water. Like the ingredients are like the same in that one, so I don't know about that, but I like this one a lot. I use it sometimes. I just kind of use it. Sometimes I just kind of switch it up, but I prefer the scent on this one more than this. And then we have the Beauty Elixir spray from Caudalie, which is also a very famous like beauty spray, which this one has a very strong mint scent, which I'm not the biggest fan of mint scent, so I was kind of turned off by that, but it kind of smells a little bit more like spa and stuff like that as well. So I do like this. Thought it would be better than it is. It is nice, but it's a little bit too expensive for what it is, I think. Then last but not least, we have the Ole Henriksen Nurture Me Facial Water. So I tried a few different ones of the Ole Henriksen sprays, and I think I prefer the a red one, like the red packaging, the best. This one just smells kind of weird because it looks purple, but it smells like cucumbers. It's just kind of disturbing that this color is purple, but it smells like cucumbers. I feel like it should be in like a green packaging. I don't know, it's just something weird about it. It is supposed to soothe and hydrate, and it's supposed to have cucumbers, chamomile, and provitamin B5 in it. So this is definitely more of like a skincare spray. I like it, but I don't love it. I really don't. I really don't. So that was all of my primers and setting sprays, fixing sprays, everything like that. So this is my first part of my makeup collection. I'm also going to show you my foundation one, so that is in the next video series of this video. I don't know, probably post that in like a week or something. I'm not sure. So if you guys like this video idea, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! If you can hear those sounds, it's my cat going crazy in the back there. Then another very, very nice hydrating primer. Okay, so you can never be with mommy when I'm filming, okay? This is the last time ever, okay?